Welcome back to Prince Bike Update, where we dive deep into the heart of two-wheeled legends. Today, we're looking at something that feels both retro and futuristic at the same time via the imagined 2025 BMW R1150 GS. Think of it as a revival of a true adventure icon, blending the classic DNA of BMW's legendary R1150 GS with the upgrades we expect in today's world of high-tech touring and dual-sport motorcycles. From the very first glance, the bike sets itself apart with unmistakable GS design cues. That iconic asymmetrical front with the dual headlights returns, but this time reimagined in full LED with sharper contours and modernized housing. The windshield remains adjustable, keeping that practicality loved by adventure riders, but now designed for smoother aerodynamics. The ergonomics are classic wide handlebars, upright seating, and adjustable levers, all refined with heated grips, improved seat cushioning, and rider-focused electronic assists. At the heart of this machine beats the same boxer engine character that made the original so beloved. The 1130cc air and oil-cooled flat twin is preserved, delivering a raw, torquey experience with about 85 horsepower at 6,750 revolutions per minute and 98 Newton-meters of torque. In a world dominated by water-cooled engines, BMW holds on to tradition here but adapts it to modern standards with updated fuel injection, improved thermal management, and Euro 5 emissions compliance. The result is smooth power delivery, that classic boxer rumble, and a mid-range punch perfect for overtaking on highways or climbing through mountain passes. Performance on the road remains balanced and predictable. The top speed sits around 195 km per hour, which is plenty for an adventure bike. What makes the R1150 GS stand out isn't raw numbers but its stability and control. The bike retains BMW's iconic Telelever front suspension and Paralever rear, both updated for more precise damping and reduced dive-under braking. These systems give the GS its trademark planted feel, whether carving through twisty tarmac or bouncing across gravel tracks. Weight is always a talking point with big adventure bikes. The classic R1150 GS had a dry weight in the 218 kg range, but the 2025 version trims some bulk thanks to lighter alloys, refined frame geometry, and clever use of materials. It's still a substantial machine, but one that feels manageable thanks to its low center of gravity from the boxer layout. For long-distance riders, the 22-liter fuel tank remains, offering generous range for touring, while integrated USB ports and modern electronics make it as practical in 2025 as it was rugged back in the early 2000s. Design-wise, this is a bike that knows its heritage. The tank is sculpted in that recognizable GS shape, with mounting points for panniers and luggage systems. Riders can set it up for long-distance touring with hard cases, or strip it down for light off-road exploring. The adventure spirit is alive in every angle, but modernized with cleaner lines, high-quality paint finishes, and digital connectivity through a TFT dash. Expect turn-by-turn navigation, Bluetooth pairing, and customizable ride mats, all seamlessly integrated without losing the mechanical charm. Now let's address price. Back in the early 2000s, the original R1150 GS was considered premium, but today, BMW's flagship R1300 GS already dominates the top tier with a price that stretches from about $19,500 to over $26,000. The revived R1150 GS would position itself below that, estimated in the $18,000 to $20,000 range or roughly £14,000 to £16,000 in the UK. That makes it more accessible than the cutting-edge GS models, while still commanding a premium price as part of BMW's adventure family. What really makes the 2025 R1150 GS unique is its character. This isn't a bike chasing numbers or trying to compete with ultra-lightweight dual sports. Instead, it celebrates the essence of adventure motorcycling, a machine that feels solid, dependable, and built to go anywhere. The boxer twin offers timeless charm, The design proudly nods to history, and the ergonomics remind you that comfort and practicality were always at the heart of the GS philosophy. Unique selling points stand out clearly. You have the emotional pull of the classic air and oil-cooled boxer engine. Now paired with modern reliability, you get styling that blends nostalgia with sharp new details. You get a machine that is trail-capable and highway-ready, without overcomplicating the formula. And above all, you get a price point that brings BMW's heritage within reach for riders who want adventure credibility with a more classic vibe. It's a bike built as much for enthusiasts of the past as it is for riders stepping into the GS world for the first time. The 2025 BMW R1150 GS, whether you see it as a revival or a reimagining, embodies the spirit of what made the GS a global phenomenon. It bridges generations, offering heritage, reliability, and the freedom to explore on a motorcycle that looks just as good parked in your driveway as it is covered in dust from a weekend adventure.